I have a confession. I wasn't going to say anything about it, but now I'm like, maybe I should just say it so it doesn't happen to other people. But I've gotten some type of infection, child. That's really what it is.
Quick PSA, if you are a press-on nail girly like me, listen up. My nail just popped off and I was like, okay, that's fine. They usually do that, but this is what I saw after it popped off. Do you guys see this?
Guys, if you were ever thinking about getting press-ons from Glamnetic Nails, don't do it.
So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I have been using press-on nails for the last couple of months and I really like them, but they are absolutely destroying my natural nails.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Cynthia here, and guys, in today's video we're going to be talking about nails again, obviously, but I feel like this is really important because this particular topic is what a lot of people do in terms of DIY to save a lot of cost, like a lot of money. So yes, now in today's video we're going to be talking about how a lot of people are complaining about press-on nails and how it's damaging their natural nails. Lately I've been seeing a lot of videos on TikTok of people saying how press-on nails damaged their natural nails, or even give another complaint or the other. So let's talk about what might really be going on. Alright guys, press-on nails have really gotten so popular, but so have the complaints. And honestly, most of the time, it's not that people are wrong. It's that there's a lot people aren't told about application and removal.
I have a confession. I wasn't going to say anything about it, but now I'm like, maybe I should just say it so it doesn't happen to other people. This has never happened to me, so I'm just going to show my nails back here. I'm not going to show y'all close up. But I've gotten some type of infection, child. That's really what it is. But it like turns your nails green. Am I dirty? No, but basically I had on some press-ons and I don't know. I've never had this happen. I've been wearing press-on nails for years at this point and I've never had this issue. But I guess if water gets into it, it gets trapped. And it can turn your nails green and you get an infection. I only got it in this one hand. And I mean, I guess I can keep y'all updated to see how it clears up, but what the actual heck? Like, never have I ever.
Guys, honestly, I'm not even going to lie. This is my first time hearing something like this about press-on. But has this ever happened to any one of you? Let me know in the comments. This might really be something serious.
This is getting ridiculous. Don't let them influence you to buy the press-on nails because they're shit coming from somebody, and I bought them multiple times and I've had bad experiences. Not once, but twice, maybe even 3 fucking times. And it happens every time I go to my friend's house. And every time I'm going to the bathroom, when I pull up my pants, the nail will fly somewhere and I'm looking high and low for this nail. And then even I can't find it. I think it's in my pants or in my jacket. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. Then I leave and then I'll get text message like this, like, hey, I found your nail. Or the second time is when I was at my friend's house with an event with all of our friends were, and I go to the bathroom, it happens again, and then I leave. I'm like, maybe it's, I don't know where it is, it's just gone, like whatever. My friend comes out and he's like, hey, after me, and he's like, hey, are you missing a nail? I'll be like, no, trying to play it cool. And then he's like, oh, are you sure? And then he brings out the nail in front of everybody. I would rather go to the nail salon and watch an hour of TLC or Animal Planet of boringness just so I can avoid that embarrassment, guys. Like, I don't know if the press-on nails are going to be a thing, but don't let them influence you anymore because this is getting out of hand and like ridiculous.
Actually, that often happens, but I think the whole secret lies on the technique on how you apply it, how you put the glue, how you prep your nails and all that.
Guys, if you were ever thinking about getting press-ons from Glamnetic Nails, don't do it. Here's the thing, like, I very much love all of their nail selections, and I even collaborated with them for eyelashes. Like, they're a lovely brand, but don't let that fake you out from the fact that these nails are impossible to get off. The reason I switched to press-ons in the first place is because I just wanted to have like some cost savings, but also I'm just kind of impatient. Like, I want it to be done in 5 minutes and I know it can, and it's not their fault. So I just want to leave. So this seemed like a really great alternative, and I had worked with Glamnetics before, so I thought this is going to be a great opportunity. These nails are terrible. This is what they look like today. I still haven't gotten them all off. I mean, truly, truly sad and terrible. Like my nail beds are disgusting. Like I am so shocked and sad about this. Just so you can see my other hand, I haven't even gotten all of the nail off. Like I've had to use acetone, you guys. And not only am I using acetone, I dipped this in acetone for like an hour and I still couldn't get it off. And I'm not kidding. I watched a full Love is Blind episode and it still looks like this. I mean, for the most part it's off, but it is horrific. Like I have never seen anything like this in my life. I also have really healthy nails. Like I just feel like I ruined them through this and I'm feeling really sad and bummed. And I tried some nail remover glue too, did not work. I promise you, I didn't even put that much glue not to deserve this. Like this is crazy. If anyone has used Glamnetics, I would love to hear how you did not let your nails look like this, but also would love to know alternative brands that are safer for my nails because again, the impatience that I have and also the cost savings, that's not going to go away. Like I do still think that's a driver for me to not want to go. So would love your recs. Please drop them in the comments, but this is insane.
I have mixed feelings about this particular video because a lot of people are looking to having lasting nails and she is complaining about the glue not getting off. So I don't even know how to feel about this. But I mean, I guess if you want to get something off and it's not coming off, you definitely get frustrated and angry, especially when you've been at it for hours.
Quick PSA, if you are a press-on nail girly like me, listen up. This is what my press-ons looked like 3 weeks ago. My press-on installs always last 3 weeks. One nail just popped off and I was like, okay, that's fine. They usually do that. But this is what I saw after it popped off. Do you guys see this? Green in my nail. So I panicked and I did some research and apparently it's because of trapped water underneath the press-on nail. So even though my thumbnail is going to be green for the next few weeks or months, it basically just means if you have press-on nails on, make sure you dry your hands properly after you shower, wash this. Just make sure no water is trapped underneath the nail because then your nails will turn green. As you can see, green, like my thumb is green. That's so freaking scary. I can't have shit. Everything is damaging. Like what the heck?
And this is not just for press on nails. I think this is even for like regular nails. If you have liquid trapped in between your nail and the glue, it's definitely going to result in something like this.
I just watched a video where a girl said she wears her press-on nails for 3 to 5 weeks. Not days, weeks. For the love, please don't wear your press-ons that long. That is so unhealthy and bad for your nails. So let's talk about why. So as your nails start to grow, you're going to get that gap between the cuticle and the artificial nail. Acrylic and nail glue starts to break itself down around the 2-week mark. So typically around 2 to 3 weeks is when you're going to start getting lifting around the cuticle and the edges of the nail. When lifting happens, that's when you can start to get bacteria, dirt, moisture trapped up around the edges and underneath that nail. And when you get that stuff trapped up under there and you let it sit, that's when you're going to get things like greenies, bacterial infections, things of that nature. You're also going to start ripping your hair out because it's lifting, so it's going to snag your hair. Also, when your nail starts to grow out, you now don't have evenly distributed strength across that nail. So since you have that huge gap there and most of the nail is out towards the tip now, anytime you hit it off of something or are putting pressure on it, it's literally just damaging your nail under there. And by damage, I mean causing it too thin. You can cause breakage, ridges, things like that. Because now instead of the nail being evenly distributed and covering all of your nail, it is now covering about half of your nail and it's causing so much strain at the tip. And the tip of your nail is the weakest and thinnest part. So it is the most prone to damage. So if you come across a video and they are telling you that they get their press-on nails to last for 4 to 5 weeks, please just scroll past because that is not someone that you want to be taking advice from. I wear my press-on nails anywhere from 2 to 2.5 weeks. 3 weeks is the longest I have ever worn press-ons, and that was pushing it. These are great quality nails. Could they hold up longer than that? Absolutely. Should they? No.
I mean, even for regular nails, 3 to 5 weeks is actually stretching it. Because if we're being honest, nails are genuinely supposed to last for like 3 weeks and you go get them refilled or redone depending on whatever you want to do. Now, getting it for more than a month and a week plus, I don't know how the health is going to be under there, so I honestly don't even recommend that. But I guess a lot of people will be doing that to save cost and also still looking good. So
I'm going to be super honest with you about press-on nails and tell you things that maybe other nail girls won't tell you. So this here is what my nails looked like before I figured out exactly how to remove and apply my nails. When my nails looked like that and they were damaged, I thought, okay, maybe these press-on nails aren't for me. So if you're under the impression that press-on nails will damage your nails, you're kind of right, because if you don't take the proper steps to apply them correctly and remove them gently, they will damage your natural nails. However, that does not mean that you can't figure it out. Because if you can figure it out, I promise you that switching from the salon to press-on nails will be a good decision. It's one of the best decisions I've made for myself.
I feel like at the end of the day, everything is about application and removal. And that's why most of these materials are on the internet for all of us to research about them. I don't think there's anything you type about press-ons that you won't find any information about. So everything is about doing your research and also having the right techniques to apply and remove them.
A new trend that I just can't get behind is press-on nails. I don't know why, but I fucking hate press-on nails so much. I know press-ons have come a long way, but like in my mind, they're still like trashy and cheap. This is probably a hot take because I think like a lot of people use press-ons now, but I just can't do it. I honestly don't see myself breaking up with my nail tech. I just can't get behind the press-on nail fad. If you're a press-on nail girly, do they actually last? Is it like that you can change them out? Like, what is the appeal?
First of all, press-on nail is not a new trend. This has been on for a very long time. And then her hating on it even without trying it doesn't make sense, because how can you hate something without even giving it a trial? But then again, guys, people are entitled to feel however way they want.
This is the reality of wearing press-on nails. I'm about to go into an event and I've got three nails on my nails. You know, I'm not even gonna bother put the rest of them on. I'm just popping them off. What do you mean I'm about to go in the event? I've got three nails on my hand. What am I dealing with? This is actually not cute. I need to get my nails done, because press-ons, yeah, cool, quick. Do you know what I mean? Interchangeable. But when you're about to go into the event and your nails actually half done, you look like a crazy woman. I'm looking at myself thinking, what the heck? I was really gonna redo them right now, and then I looked in the camera and I saw I had three on my hands. Oh, there's still one in there. I had four then, not three. Well, did I pop that off already? I don't know. But you know what? It's gotta go. Do you know what? It is what it is. And I got no lashes as well.
Guys, that's another thing about press-on nails. They just misplace, and by the time one comes off, you want to take the whole set out.
Okay, all you press-on nail girlies, what did I do wrong? I am a little over 2 weeks postpartum, so I didn't want to go to the nail salon. I wanted to get press-ons and do them myself, because I'm now having 2 under 2, and getting babysitters is going to be a little difficult. So I've been watching a ton of videos. So I bought this nail bond. I didn't get like an actual like electric sander thingy, but I did get this. So I sanded them all down. I used a cuticle pusher, did that. I dehydrated my nails afterwards. I did the glue on both my nail and the actual press-on nail, and they look amazing, right? Except this literally popped right off. So I waited an hour after doing them to do anything. I just sat there for an hour while both my kids napped. One of my kids got up. I changed his diaper, and the minute I just did that flap, this nail came off. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Help me, please.
I don't know, maybe the glue isn't strong enough. That could be a reason.
This might be a controversial opinion, but as a nail tech, I feel like I really need to address it. Please stop wearing your at-home nails or press-ons for 3 to 4 weeks. You gotta stop. Respectfully, of course, but doing so is actually quite harmful to your natural nail health and puts a lot of unnecessary stress on your nail, which can lead to broken and damaged nails down the line. If your nails become broken and damaged, your press-ons are not going to last as long in the future, so you're really doing yourself a disservice by leaving your nails on for that long. Not to mention the glue starts to break down, and if water gets under your press-ons, that's how you get green nail, and nobody wants that. And if water is getting under your nail, then germs and bacteria and other debris is also getting under your press-ons. So every time you blow your nose or do your makeup or touch your kid with your press-ons, you have all of those germs and bacteria floating under them, spreading to everything else. A really ideal timeline for at-home nails is anywhere from 7 to 14 days. I personally wear mine for like 7 to 9 days because I absolutely can't stand when they start to grow out and I'm ready for a new set. But anything more than 14 days, you're putting yourself at risk of getting green nail, and you're also stressing your natural nail plate out. And as women, we're already stressed out enough, so the last thing we want to do is be damaging our nails long term.
This was a really good advice.
If you've had press-on nails damage the shiz out of your natural nails, I'm going to break down what went wrong. The first one is you might have really dry natural nail beds, and this is one that you don't learn until you have this experience, which is a bummer, but you don't know what you don't know. The first set really tells you a lot about your nails. So if the first set that you use to press on nails, you've worn them for like 3 weeks and they still were a really hard time to get off, you just over prepped for your nails. You don't need to prep the same way that like 80%, 90% of people out there have to prep their nails. You could dial back steps a lot because you don't need to dry out your natural nail beds. They're already doing that for you. Piggybacking off of that is taking your nails off too soon, especially if you had dry nails. Dry nail beds could go like 3 weeks probably with press-on nails on. So look for the signs that your nails are even ready to come off, because one time you might prep a little bit better than the next time. So just because it's only a weekend doesn't mean that they're ready to come off. You want to be able to lift up the sides of them some, like get your nail underneath the side of it. And if you could lift up around the perimeter of it some with your other nail, then that's showing that the seal is broken and that you could start working on removing them. If you aren't able to even lift up sides or the cuticle, they're not ready. Properly removing your press-ons is key if you're trying to consistently wear press-on nails. You have to keep the integrity of your natural nail beds. I have a video pinned over on my page showing exactly how I do it that prevents any damage from my natural nail bed, and I've been wearing press-ons for 4 years. Glue is also going to play a factor in it. The nails that I use come with an acrylic grade glue, which means that they slowly break down over time. So the glue that you put on the first day is not going to be nearly as strong as the glue on like day 14. There's a lot of glues that are being talked about on TikTok for like longevity and how long you can get your press-ons to stay on, but to me, I would rather have my nails in much better condition and get a 2-week wear than thrash my nails and get a 4-week wear. It's also going to come down to the brand of nail that you use. The ones I use have a tapered cuticle, so it gets nice and thin. That's what creates such a good seal to my nails to begin with to get me my 2-week wear, but it's also what I could use as a tool to take them off properly. I use a removal tool that I feature on my page where I could get underneath the cuticle of that press-on and lift it up and break that seal instead of trying to break through a really thick perimeter of a press-on where you're really going to be pulling and tugging and it's going to be painful.
These are really helpful information, and if you're in press-on nail girly, you should have all these tips in your corner because it's really going to come in handy.
So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I have been using press-on nails for the last couple of months and I really like them. I like that I'm saving money not going to the salon. I like that you can get like cute fun designs and press-on nails. They're really sturdy, and for me they last really well through a lot of like abuse that my hands go through, but they are absolutely destroying my natural nails. Like, look at this. Look at this nail. Like, are you kidding? My nails have never looked this bad in my life. And I think it's so funny because people say that going to the salon ruins your nails, but my nails have never looked like that going to the salon, ever, like not even close. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I feel like most people have the issue that they can't get their press-ons to last long enough. I have the issue that I can't get them off. Like, I even use like a nail glue remover and everything, and I try to not, like, I even use less glue now, and these have been on for like 3 weeks, probably more than 3 weeks now. And they're like ready to come off. I will be able to get them off, but it takes me forever to get them off, and my nails underneath are absolutely trashed. So if anybody knows, like, has any advice, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm like about to go back to the salon because I can't stand my nails being so destroyed. Help.
First of all, wearing them for that long is an added factor already. And then having the right amount of glue to put on your nail is really important, guys.
You know what's really embarrassing? You know, being like a press-on nail girl, like I genuinely leave trail dumpings of my nails everywhere. Like I'm missing both of these and I lost them today, and I went to the dollar store and I took a Pilates class, and you know, I was searching everywhere in the class for the other nail and I couldn't find it anywhere, and I am just so embarrassed because I don't want people to find a random nail on the floor. Plus, I'm gonna glue it back on because these sets are expensive. And not to mention the fact that this other side of the nail, I'm missing this one too, and these are like maybe 4 or 5 days old. Like, what? Can I not have anything, please? Like, they look so cute and I love press-ons because they're affordable, but like I am dropping my nails here, left, right, and center. So if you find one, give it back to me, please.
That's one major problem about press-on. They just keep popping off.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's not that press-on nails don't work. It's that you never learned how to apply them properly. Press-on nails can stay on. I keep mine on for 15 days, no pop-offs. I don't carry the glue around with me. I don't have to re-glue anything. Some people have used my tips and can get up to a 3-week wear. I highly do not recommend keeping any press-on nail on for 30 days, so that 30-day viral glue thing is a no for me. You also don't need UV lights or anything like that. Just the glue that comes in the nail kit, proper technique, proper application, and you can keep yours on for 15 days, 2 weeks, save yourself so much money, and still have a luxury manicure.
Yes, guys, and with those people on the fact that you shouldn't let your press-on nails stay for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, that's really stretching it. Like, that's a long time to have your press on nails for. But yes, I know this has to do with a lot of techniques, you know, tips and all that. And if you're that one person that wants your press on nails to last long and also have a healthy nail underneath, it's best you do your research, learn all these things so they become really easy for you in the long run. But yes, guys, I'm really curious. Have you had press-on nails damaged your natural nails before, or have they been working fine for you as always, like no issue? Now the thing is, everyone's experience is different, so feel free to drop yours in the comments. And yes, beautiful people, I've come to the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do not forget to give the video a fat thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.